Good morning, student. Namaskar. I am Naveen Sharma. Welcome to Victory IAS. Student, I am here with a very famous topic of UPSC, the conquest of Bengal by the Britishers. Because beta, Bengal is a place which has a supremacy in trade and economical achievement. So that reason, when the Britishers captured the Bengal, it is a clear message that now the rest of the world arrived in the rest of India arrived in their hand. So this is a very important topic for you. So in this topic, what we have to study? We have to study establishment of independent state, Nawab of Bengals, Battle of Plassey, Bengal after 1757, and the Battle of Buxar. Okay, so these five topics we have to discuss. So let's move towards the first one. Firstly, where is the Bengal? So beta, this area is our dream one, which we have to talk. So firstly, we have to understand nearest state of Bengal. So beta, they have a conflict with the Bhosle of Marathas because their boundaries touch to each other. Then the Nawab of Awadh, okay. Then the Peshwas of Maratha. So Bengal has a very, so you can say that Bengal has a very importance in history of that era. Okay. So beta, the British conquest the Indian state and topic is Bengal. So Bengal was the one of the richest state of the medieval period and a center of the trade and art. It has rich source of well-developed industries. So beta Francois Bernier, who arrived in period of Aurangzeb, he described the richness of Bengal in his book Travels in the Mughal Empire. He described that if whole India suffered from any natural disaster, Bengal has power to feed India for the 5 years. So as much richness the Bengal had. But in the period of Britishers, after looted by the Britishers, Bengal also faced the famine. Okay. In 1717, the Farman of Farrukhsiyar allowed the Britishers to trade without paying any custom duty. In return, the Britishers had to pay only 30,000 annually. This Farman or Dastak is misused by the company workers because they were doing their private trade and using this Farman. So, beta, this Farman, which also known as the Magna Carta of East India Company, became the biggest problem for the Indian traders or for the government, yeah, basically Nawab of the Bengal. In Mughal period, Bengal Suba was hub of the textile manufacturing and the shipbuilding. That time Bengal Suba means Bangladesh, West Bengal and some area Bihar, Jharkhand or Odisha. So sometime it is described as the paradise of nations with different type of regenship or relationship is there. It alone accounted the 40% of the Dutch import from Asia, famous for the silk and cotton textile. So it was the mercantile hub of the India. Bengal was conquered by the Babur after defeating the Sultan Nasruddin Nasrat Shah in 1529. After Battle of Tukrau, 3rd March 1575, Akbar again won Bengal. After defeating Daud Khan Karani, he was again defeated by Akbar in Battle of Rajmahal, 12 July 1576. Okay, a very important fact for you. Bengali calendar was developed by the Akbar. Mughal time its capital was Dhaka were Jahangir established in honor of Jahangir. From 1576 to 1770, Bengal ruled by the Mughal Subedar. In 1717, by the Dastak of Farman of Farrukhsiyar, British company exempted from the import duty. Okay, that time 40% was the import duty, but Britishers were exempted from it. 1697, Aziz Us Shan was appointed as Viceroy of Bengal, Suba by the Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb appointed his son Azim Us Shan as the Viceroy. He gave permission to EIC to establish Fort William in Calcutta, 1696. In his period, Dutch built Gustavus Fort in Chinsura and French fort Orleans in the Chandranagar. Azim had some conflict with the Murshid Quli Khan, who was appointed as Diwan by the Aurangzeb. By order of Aurangzeb, Azim was ordered to moved to Bihar. He declared Patliputra as the capital by giving its new name Azimabad. So Bengal was now come under the Murshid Quli Khan. So beta, it is the situation how the Murshid Quli Khan got the power in that area. Okay. Then beta Murshid Quli Khan, the most important topic for you. He was also known as Jameen Ali Kuli in his okay, Jameen Ali Kuli. His childhood name was Surya Narayan Mishra. He was Brahman, but later converted in Islam. He was bought by a Haji Shafi. Haji Shafi took the shelter, gave the shelter to this child and converted him in Islam. In starting life, he worked under the Diwan of Vidarbha. Aurangzeb inspired from him and appointed him Diwan of Bengal in 1700. Okay. Bahadur Shah first sent him Deccan, but soon he returned back as Deputy Subedar of Bengal. Farooq Shah declared him the Nawab Nizam of Murshidabad. So now the Nawab and Nizam, both title he got. In period of he changed the Jagirdari system to the Jagirdari system, Mal Jasmani system. It was similar to the French Farmais general system, later it known as the Jamidari system. So he was known as the father of Jamidari system in the Bengal region. He built Katra Masjid of Mosque in Murshidabad. A book Masir ul Umra written by the Samsham Uddola Shah Nawaz Khan described that he was Hindu in his starting age, later converted in Islam. Okay, so sometimes the question given the examiner that give the name of person out of four who was previously a Hindu, later converted in Islam and become a very good commander of, yeah, basically become the Nawab of area. Okay. By permission of Aurangzeb, he changed the city name Murshidabad to Muskudabad to the Murshidabad. Okay. So this fact is also important. Every year he sent 1 crore 30 lakh as revenue to the Mughal court. A palace was built by him. Diwan Khana was its surrounding in Dugheria. Okay, underline this one. He constructed a mint in city of Murshidabad. So beta mint of Murshidabad established by him. He was buried after death of Katra Masjid in 1724. Okay. Then beta after him what happened? Yeah, what important facts about his period? Most common festivals celebrated by the natives were the Punya, previously asked by the UPSC. It was the last week of the Bengali month of Chaitra. The Jamidars of their representatives took part in it. Okay. Most celebrated festival was Mawlid. Mawlid, the festival of celebrating the birth of the Islamic prophet Muhammad Sahab. Okay. So Mawlid is the festival which related with the birth of Prophet Muhammad Sahib. During Mawlid, people from the neighboring provinces came to the city of Murshidabad to celebrate it. Okay. By order of Murshid Quli Khan, chirag or lamps were lit on all religious places such as mosques and the Imam Baras. He followed Mughal traditions by holding a darbar in the city in which cities, traders, bankers, Europeans and new business class participated in darbar. So beta Mughal darbar, sometime you found that Mughal darbar organized in Murshidabad or in Bengal. So this was organized by the Murshid Quli Khan. Quli Khan followed Islamic strictly and according to Islam rules, visitors were fed twice a day, 2 times. If you visited there, 2 times free food is given to you. In 1720, Quli Khan prohibited all export of rice. He said that rice is for the natives, so that reason he stopped the export. Hindus were natives, so he said that we have to plant for your own self. So why we need to export? Okay. Hindus were employed in the tax department primarily. Okay. His dynasty is known as the Naskari dynasty. Murshid Quli Khan, including Sarfraz Khan and Sujauddin Muhammad Khan. So three rulers, the three Nawabs we found in this dynasty. After Murshid Quli Khan, what happened after him? Sujauddin Khan became the new Nawab after Murshid Quli Khan. He married Zainab un Nisa Begum and Ajmat un Nisa Begum, the daughters of Murshid Quli Khan. So he was a son-in-law of Murshid Quli Khan also. Okay. Motammul ul Mulk, guardian of the country, Sujaudola, hero of the state, and Asad Jung. These were the titles given him by the Mughal ruler Muhammad Shah. But this Muhammad Shah is Muhammad Shah Rangila. Okay. Basically, Murshid Quli Khan appointed Sarfraz Khan as his successor. But when Sujauddin attacked on him, and with the help of Alwardi Khan, he had no option, so he surrendered his throne. Alwardi Khan was appointed as a Naib Nizam of Azimabad. So he also got a Mansab of Haft Azari. He also got Palki and Khalat. So by the name Sujauddin Khan was the ruler, but actual throne actually used by this Alwardi Khan. Sujauddin's Musailam was in Roshni Bagh, okay? Then beta Sarfraz Khan, his title were Mirza Royal, Motamul ul Mulk, guardian of the country title. This title is very famous in Bengal Nawab. Alauddin Dalwaha, the promoter of state. Haider Jung, the lion of war. Sarfraz Khan Dakhni was the son of the Sujauddin Muhammad Khan. Okay, Sujauddin appointed Sarfraz as the Naib Nazim of Bihar. First battle of Giriya held on 26 April 1740. In this battle, the Sarfraz Khan was killed by the Alwardi Khan, and finally Alwardi Khan got the throne. Alwardi Khan has a very big name in the history of Bengal. If you check this person is Alwardi Khan. 1740, he became the new Nawab of Bengal. Mirza Bande or Mirza Muhammad Ali was his childhood name. 1728, Sujauddin promoted Muhammad Ali to Fauzdar. Okay, he started his career as Fauzdar in General of Rajmahal and entitled him the Alwardi Khan title. Okay, so actual name was Mirza Bande or Mirza Muhammad Ali. Okay, and this Alwardi Khan was a title. He paid 2 crore to Mughal rulers as a Barbary, okay, to become the ruler. He defeated Raghuji. He defeated by Raghuji, sorry. So you have to underline he defeated by the Raghuji or Raghunath Ba, the Maratha commander of Peshwa Balaji Baji Rao. So he defeated by him, and he was ready to pay chauth to Maratha and also provided him Odisha. He compared Europeans as bees. He said that if you do not touch the Europeans, they were very loyal towards you, and if you touch them, then they send you. So that reason, don't be touching them. His title, Sujau Mulk, hero of the country, Hasimuddola, sword of the state, Mahabajang, hero of the war, warrior of the war. On 3rd March 1741, he defeated Rustam Jung, deputy governor of Odisha and relative of Sarfraz Khan in the Battle of Pulvarine. 1750, Alwardi faced the revolt from the Sirajuddaulah, his daughter's son, who seized Patna. So these were the starting phase. But when this Alwardi Khan died, he had a very big problem. He had no son. He had 3 daughters, and his small daughter, the Ghasiti Begum, she wants throne, and his one son daughter, one daughter's son, Surajuddaulah, he also wants this throne. So many persons who want this throne. His commander, okay, Mir Jafar also want throne. So many persons who had eyes on the throne. So there have many problems for the Bengal after when he died. So but finally who won? This young boy succeed, Sirajuddaulah. His title is Mansurul Mulk, Sirajuddaulah, Habat Jung, these were the title. Siraj ascended the Masnad on 9th April 1756. His father Muhammad Hasim and Amina Begum was his mother. Okay, the father name is Muhammad Hasim and mother name is Amina Begum. Mehru Nisa Begum, also known as Ghasiti Begum, was his aunt who also won the throne. Mir Jafar, who was commander of Alwardi Khan, also raised of throne and internally unhappy with the Sirajuddaulah. He was husband of Alwardi Khan's sister. Okay, his main conflict with the Shaukat Jung, who was the Nawab of Pinuria, he was his cousin. So many problems that person faced. So Sirajuddaulah became a little bit tight against these old persons. So he basically killed Shaukat Jung, and basically he followed a cruel policy against him. So Shaukat Jung and there have a one person, Ballabh Rai and Durlabh Rai, they were also very big merchant. They are also against the policy of Sirajuddaulah. Jagat Seth, the famous merchant, Omni Chand was famous merchant. They were also against his policy. So finally, Siraj defeated Shaukat Jung in battle and killed him. So these old persons also against standing him. Okay. So what happened here? Many persons are stand against him. So he also realizing this thing. And same time, Britishers and French, they were making the fort. So he gave the order that you please stop your fort making. French stopped there, but Britishers were not. So he sent his army to capture the Fort William. Reason. Misuse of dastak by the company officer. Actual reason. Britishers spotted Krishan Das, who was the son of Raj Vallabh, whom the basically that person Siraj, given the death sentence, but Britishers spotted him. Siraj provided privilege to the French in Bengal. So Siraj ordered Britishers to stop fort making in Bengal, but they ignore. Finally, he attacked on Calcutta and basically Fort William. He attacked from Fort William and captured it. Okay. So current reason. So beta, when he captured the Fort William, it was said that many Britishers were arrested, and on 20 June 1756, they all were captured in a one small room. And when next day the room was opened, your room door was opened, there have one more than one, sorry, 146 persons were there. And when the room door was open, out of them 123 died, only 23 people survived. But beta, only one evidence is there of this event. Okay, only one person is there. This name was Jed Holwell. Was the only one who described this event. And totally surprised, this person was a small worker in company. And later on, he appointed as the acting governor of Bengal. So you realize that which kind of spread rumors spreading by this person. So, beta, what happened after this treaty? Britishers ready to sign a treaty of Alinagar, 7th February 1756. This treaty said that if anyone attacked on Bengal, Britishers help Nawab, but they denied when the Maratha attacked on Bengal. So what happened? Robert Clive made a secret alliance with Mir Jafar, Jagat Seth and Omnichand, and finally 23rd June 1757, the Battle of Plassey took place. One side there have a huge army of Bengal, on another side a few numbers of British soldiers. So if anyone discuss this thing, they realize that this battle took place 4 or 5 hours. But what happened? Sorry, 4 or 5 months. But what happened? In 5 hours, this battle stopped down because 500 persons from the Nawab side died and 23 Britishers were died. Nawab Siraj killed by the Miran, the son of the Mir Jafar, who was close friend of the Nawab. बेटा इन दिस बैटल कहते हैं कि तोपों में गोबर मिला दिया गया, तलवारों के म्यानों में जंग लगी तलवारें रख दी गई और धोपों की इंतहा थी. कहा गया कि आप सामने से जाइए, एक सेना पीछे से आएगी. ऐसी कोई सेना आई नहीं. मीर जाफर और उसके जो दामाद थे मीर कासिम, they both had played a very mixed activity in this battle, and finally the biggest power of India lost. So, what is the significance? Why, when we talk about everything, we talk about the Battle of Plassey? Why? What the value this battle had? So, after this battle, beta, Mir Jafar declared the new Nawab of Bengal. Jamidari of 24 Paragana was given to the Britishers. Puppet Nawab, firstly Mir Jafar, then Mir Qasim, and again Mir Jafar. Increase the prestige of EIC, territory gain of the company, impact on Anglo-French war. Raja Sitab Rai appointed as Deputy Diwan of Bihar, and Muhammad Raja Khan appointed as the Bengal. But that means that here, now the control of Nawab is only for the names. Actual power arrived in hand of the Britishers. So that's why, beta, when we talk about the era of till 1757 to 1765, a huge amount taken by the Britishers as the war harmony or other thing by other names. And it is the era when Bengal was looted very crucially. So many Britishers also said in their book that this is the era of loot. Okay. So then beta Mir Jafar became the governor. After Sirajuddaulah he got thrown. He paid heavy amount to Britishers as war charges and 4 lakh given only to Robert Clive. So beta Robert Clive only got 4 lakh rupees because he was the head of the British company. And due to this amount, I hope you realize that the impeachment took place against the Robert Clive. and he did suicide later on in England. Soon he demanded help from the Dutch, but they defeated by the Britishers in Battle of Bedra. So Mir Jafar has no companion left. He removed by the Britishers and Mir Qasim appointed as new Nawab. He was son-in-law of the Mir Jafar. He also tried to pay Britishers, but soon he realized that Britishers had a one well and you can never be fulfill it. So what he did, he promised Britishers to give the Zabedari of Burdwan, Midnapur, and Chittagong. So, firstly, he established the modern army and one factory established to modern weapons, exempted custom duty for all. He found that Britishers were free of custom duty. So, the traders of Bengal has to pay the custom duty and they have to pay the huge amount on it. Due to that reason, the product amount of their things increase. So that reason Britishers are gaining the profit and they lose. So he exempted the tax on everyone. Okay, he changed his capital Murshidabad to Mangor ताकि the control of Britishers decrease a little bit. When he demanded account statement, the Nawab of Bihar, the Deputy Diwan of Bihar, Raja Sitab Rai or Raja Narayan denied, and so finally he was removed, and again Mir Jafar appointed as governor. Then beta Battle of Buxar. So this person, Mir Qasim, when he removed by the Britishers, he reached to the his friend that time Mughal Badshah. Okay, Shah Alam II was his friend. So Shah Alam II, Mir Qasim, and the Awadh Nawab, okay, Sujaudullah, they all decided to come together, and heavy battle took place known as Battle of Buxar. Alice, the agent of the company in Patna, seized the city of Nawab. Army attacked on him and Patna was recaptured by them. Alice and his companion arrested by the Mir Qasim. The Calcutta Council was angry from this, so they issued a proclamation of appoint Mir Jafar again as Nawab. When Mir Qasim did not accept, so his capital, Munger, captured by the Britishers. So he helped. For help, he reached Awadh, and an alliance made by Mir Qasim, Shah Alam II, and Sujau Dola. So, beta, these were the participants of this war. That is the real maker of this war, Robert Clive. We have a okay, great army led by the British commanders, okay, Hector Munro, and we have Nawab of Sirajuddaulah, we have Mir Qasim, okay, and Mughal Badshah Shah Alam II. Battle of Buxar, 22 October 1764 took place. British army led by the Hector Munro and combined force of Shah Alam II, Mir Qasim, and Sujaudullah. Okay, there have 40,000 soldiers, 17,000 soldiers were British side. Then this battle ended with the Treaty of Allahabad 1765. This treaty was handwritten by the Itsam Uddin. He was diplomat of the Mughals. So beta, this treaty held with two persons, first with the Shah Alam II and second with the Sujaudullah. So Diwani rights of Bengal, Bihar, Odisha given to AIC. In company paid 26 lakh rupees annually as tribute to Mughal Badshah. Okay, now he had to run his court from Allahabad. Now the right to move Delhi and run the court was taken back, and 53 lakh rupees charged from the Mughal rulers for the return the Nizmat Adhikar. Okay, Kada and Allahabad from the Shah Suja and Sujaudollah and given to the Mughal Badshah. Okay, so now first time Mughal Badshah become the prisoner of the Britishers. Then second treaty with the Sujaudollah, Allahabad and Kada Manikpur was taken from him. Okay, he has to pay for 50 lakh rupees as war indemnity. Robert Clive forced Nawab to hand over the control of his property to Balwant Singh Jamidar of Banaras, and Awadh become the friendly buffer state. Okay, and now it was become a Britishers dependent state. When the Britishers want, they can capture this. That's why one Britisher said that ये एक ऐसा अंगूर है जो एक दिन हमारे मुंह में अपने आप आएगा. Okay? So, beta, after Treaty of Allahabad, dual government system applied in Bengal. 1765 to 1772, this system ran. Robert Clive divided the functions of the government between Nizmat and Diwani. Nizmat means internal administration, judicial and police function, which was given to the Nawab, but his work done by the company appointed nominees Muhammad Raja Khan and Sitab Rai Khan. The Diwani right were hand of the company, all revenue work, plus company also control military and foreigners affair. Nizam Narayan Rao appointed there. The English permitted duty free trade, only 2% duty on salt. Midnapur, Burdwan and Chittagong handed to the Britishers by the Mir Jafar. After death of Mir Jafar, his minor son Najimud Dola declared the new Nawab by the company. So full control now arrived in hand of company. It was an era of economic loot due to the 1769 to 1773 Bengal suffered its worst famine. Nearby 20 million people were died. Okay, so basically, these were the things why how the Bengal arrived, suffered the heavy famine were there. Robert Clive and his role. But Robert Clive is called the real founder sometimes. Many historians called Warren Hastings as a real founder, but some suggest that Robert Clive was the person who make a foundation strong. Okay, so let's check. He was Major General of British Army. He was known as Clive of India. He started his career as factor, only a small writer in EIC. 1744, he reached Madras in seven. Okay, his role in Carnatic war due to his strategic plan, the Britishers able to won Arcot and able to appoint Muhammad Ali as the Nawab. So his image increased in East India Company. The conquest of Bengal, worked as the first governor of Bengal 1757 to 1760. Then again he arrived and worked 1760 to 1765. Reform. Civil and military reforms he did. Private trade of employees he stopped prohibited by him. Double bhatta stopped by him given to the British soldiers who work in India. He founder of the dual government. Impeachment led on him and he did suicide in England after reaching, but he was free from the charge of impeachment, but he felt guilty from his heart and finally he did suicide. According to some historian, he has some illness and due to this illness he did suicide. So many stories were there about it, that's why he did suicide. But here we realize that how the Bengal kind of state, which was the supreme power of that era, arrived in hand of the Britishers and how the Britishers become the supreme power of the Bengal. But after become Bengal, same time they are fighting with the Carnatic battle with the French. So the amount which they got from the Bengal, they use this whole amount in Carnatic battles and they are able to win this Carnatic battle. So if you understand this topic is very useful because if you have to return the means question, you can give its reference in many other topics. Okay. So this is about the finally about the Bengal's conquest by the Britishers. So you have to focus on this topic. And if you like this video, please share with your friend. And if you like this channel, please subscribe it. This is all by the Naveen Sharma site. Now, I will come with the next video with a new topic. Okay. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.